All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful... What day is it even, guys? I don't know. I don't know what day it is, guys. What day is it? Seriously, is it? It's Tuesday. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. I do pray everybody is super dang blessed, even if you're not religious, guys, and we are trading the Bitcoin today. Man, I just took a short, all right? I just took a short. It's my second Bitcoin short that I've just taken. I just got stopped out of a short. I just got stopped out of this short right here, guys. All right. Shorted the CDW. I took another short here. I've already made sure it's not going to lose. I've realized $350 of profits. If my stop loss gets hit right now, I'll lose $300, so I'm guaranteed to make 50 bucks on the trade. Why did I take this short? Well, the reason I took the short, guys, is because we did come up and we did get a CDW, all right? We got a liquidity grab of the high, all right? We got a liquidity grab of the high. Basically right here, right? We got a liquidity grab of a daily level that we put in like quite some time ago. All right, let's take a look at the chart and see if we could find that level. Aha, yeah, so right here, 43,982 back from literally Friday, April 2022, right? We got to move above that level. We took the liquidity, right? We took the liquidity. The red line is the liquidity, right? And then we got to move to the downside. All right, we took the liquidity. We got to move to the downside. And then we came up here and we made a lower high. We take a look at an order flow chart here. When we made that lower high, we saw very many longs opening up into the high and shorts getting liquidated. Bearish CVD divergence as we made that lower high. And so I took the short trade. Let's see if anything comes of it, guys. Let's see if anything comes of it. Let's see if anything comes of it, guys. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. God bless you guys. In Jesus' name, even if you're not religious. Shout out to Patrick Power. Shout out to Shane Steen. Don't bother with getting fancy, says Joe Potter. The 47K area is a better target for longs. Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, I have not seen a bearish CVD divergence like this the entire time, basically, that we've been kind of in this uptrend. So this, to me, looks a little bit different than what we've been seeing thus far. This, to me, looks a little bit different than what we've been seeing thus far. All right. Shout out to Jesse Ray. Shout out to DC. Looks like it's still pumping. Yeah, it might still pump. And here's the thing, guys. Like, look. I almost didn't take this short. I have a pretty crappy entry, as you can see here. But look, here's the thing. For me, it's worth it for me. You know what? I'm even gonna do this. I'm going to de-risk a little bit. Just in case of Dump City. There we go. All right. Now let's check out our situation here. All right, so I'm guaranteed to make 200 bucks on the trade, basically. Even if I get stopped out. So the reason why, again, I took this short is because I did see something interesting on the charts. And, again, we did just get a liquidity grab of this high here. Now, honestly, guys, obviously, I'm still bullish. Obviously, we need to now take out this low down here before we have any real sign of weakness on the chart, right? This is not a real sign of weakness. This is just for scalping for fun and things of that nature, all right? So, look, I'm open and honest with you guys here. I'm taking a short trade. I'm telling you why I'm taking the short trade. You know, I've taken other short trades today. They're all in the green. All right. I'm not just randomly shorting here. I have reasons, methods for the madness. All right. Shout out to everybody in chat right now. Shout out to Sabrina Surinks. Shout out to Faveritas. shout out to Zeno Potter. He says, help us, Jesus, in this market. You know, may the Lord help us in all aspects of our life in general, you know? May the Lord help us in all aspects of our life in general. All right, guys, so we are pumping right now in general. Bitcoin's pumping. These long trades are absolutely crushing it. We are coming up to some very important areas of resistance. And honestly, guys, I do think we could see Bitcoin get a very, very fast, very, very strong move to the upside to that $50,000-ish zone. That's why I'm still holding multiple long trades here, right? I've still got the long trades open. I still have right now about $10,000 of unrealized profits in the long trade here. And of course, I'm also in 2 other long trades as well. And I've got myself another 10,000. So I got 20K that I could take right now, right? I've got 20K on the line right now. And I'm still holding out for higher prices. The only thing right now that will make me slightly feel like we could start to get a move down is going to be if we take out this low right here. Because why? We came up to a key support resistance. We took the liquidity from this high. We got our move to the downside, right? And then we got a lower high. So if we make a lower low, now we could say, all right, maybe we're going to get a little bit of a reversal. This is very, very interesting times, guys, because even the mainstream media is bullish as heck. CNBC, all right? CNPC is saying that Bitcoin, the crypto execs, baby, we're talking about those crypto execs. You know, this is the language that normies like to hear. Crypto execs, baby. You're a crypto exec? Yeah, I'm a crypto exec, right? Crypto execs say the bull run is underway and could lead to a $100,000 Bitcoin in 2024. And we got good news. ETF fine-tuning before the approval. You know, we've got a lot of bullish stuff going on right now, guys. All right? We got a lot of bullish news going on. So we're going to be getting into the charts. We're going to be dissecting exactly what is going on. So make sure to like the dang stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to click the bell for notifications, because we are bringing the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. Okay, so let's get into the analysis, guys. If we can get 1,000 likes within the next, let's see, we've been streaming for 12 minutes. If we can get 1,000 likes in the next 8 minutes, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. All right. I have no problem sharing my profits with my viewers. All right. So let's see. Everyone like the stream in the next 7 minutes now. We've been streaming for 20 minutes. We'll give away 1,000 USDT. All right. So we are on the Coinbase chart here. Let's take a look at what is actually going on. We have broken out, as we know, of a very, very important area of resistance, which is this, the highest volume node of the bull market. All right. The highest volume node of the bull market coming in around 38,710. Why is this so key? Because when you have a high volume node, this is the fair price of the asset, right? This is the fairest of fair prices. All right. And this has been established in the last bull market. So you've got your fair value zone, where this is the area where Bitcoin's considered kind of fair valued. Above that, overvalued. Below that, undervalued. But the point of control is literally the fairest value you could possibly have. What that means is you would expect that people who have been holding their Bitcoin when an undervalued zone, thinking to themselves, man, I shouldn't have bought. They're going to get out when it's back to their fair value, right? But instead, the market is showing we want to trade Bitcoin at higher prices. And when you lose a fair value zone, and then you come back inside the fair value zone, the probabilities say we're more likely to fill to the top of that fair value zone, which is going to give us our $50,000 Bitcoin. All right? We've seen this happen over and over and over again, right? A great example of this would be right over here, right? Let's check it out. In the bear market, right? We have ourselves a fair value zone right here. When we come to the bottom of that fair value zone and then we come back inside, bam, we fill to the top of that fair value zone. This is just the probabilities, right? So now that the high volume node is below us, means the fair price of Bitcoin is below us. Meaning, if we get a move to the downside, we're gonna probably see people want to buy that level now, right? What used to be resistance is now support. And would you look at this? The next major resistance, which is the value area high of the range around $50,000, also comes in with a perfect confluence with our Fibonacci golden pocket retest. All right, that $50,000 level. And when we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that there's pretty much nothing as far as resistance goes until around that $48,000 level, right? We could see, in my opinion, a kind of like a blow off top here. Very similar to what we saw on the way down, right? Very fast move down, very fast move up, right? It's like that time you went to Taco Bell at 2 in the morning. You know you shouldn't have done it, but you were hungry. You were in college. You were up all night, partying with your friends, doing it up. That's what college is for. Definitely not for education, right? No. And yeah, you went to Taco Bell. Remember how smooth that Taco Bell was going down? But the next morning, when it came back up, it was even smoother and faster. Now, this is exactly what we might see here for the Bitcoin price. Now, notice this as well. When we take a look at Market Cipher B, we were printing for a while here a bearish divergence on the weekly, and this was something that was concerning, right? But now that's completely invalidated, all right? There's no bearish divs on the weekly. Also, we were printing bearish divergences on the daily, which are also completely now invalidated, right? Money flow is getting thicker. Momentum waves are definitely getting higher. There is no bearish divergence here, not even close on the daily. The 4 hour. Money flow getting thick, trigger wave of printing, baby. All right, let's check out how's our Bitcoin short doing. Real quick, let's check it. All right, Bitcoin short doing all right, guys. Doing all right. If you're just joining now, guys, we do have 4 minutes to get 1,000 likes. I'll give away 1,000 USDT. If anybody's wondering why I'm short here, look, I was in a short earlier today, right here. When we got the liquidity grab from the level that we gave in the Casper crew, that short trade got closed out at the entry, right? Now, when we came up here to make a lower high, we saw something quite bearish on the order flow, which I have actually not seen pretty much the entire time that we've been trading Bitcoin here. So I'm not bearish in the long term, guys, but I am a trader, right? I'm a trader. So you can see the last 4 short trades I've taken here are all in the green during this uptrend, all right? Because I'm a trader, right? I'm here to trade the volatility and make money. What did I see on the order flow that made me want to take a short here? As the price was making a lower high after coming up to the key area of resistance, we actually saw right here about 11 million longs opening up, bearish CVD divergence, and we saw a lot of shorts get liquidated into that lower high. And so for me, I said to myself, you know what? I have actually not seen this. I've not seen this throughout the entire time that we've been trading this massive pump. So let me go for a little short. I took it a little short scalp, guys. It's guaranteed right now to have a small profit. Stop losses in the profit. So it's not like I'm sitting here shorting while I'm talking 2 sides out of my mouth, because people accuse me of that when they see me shorting while I'm also saying I'm bullish. I'm a trader, guys. So I'm taking advantage of whatever the heck the market's going to give me. You know, I scalp the dang 5-second time frame, if you know what I'm saying. If you don't believe me, check out the course, how to scalp the 5-second time frame. All right, JasonCasperTrading.com. I made 25K in a month scalping the low time frames, long and short. Doesn't matter what's going on. It's great if you only have like 2 hours to trade or whatever. So, as we were coming up to this key level, we've got bullish signs across multiple time frames. And even when we are printing bearish divergences, like we are currently right now on the hour, on the 24-minute, right, we can see here that these bearish divergences, they lead to pullbacks that give us higher lows. All right, they lead to pullbacks that give us higher lows. Basically, like over here in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, right? I mean, we pretty much, like last night, for example, we made a really nice high last night. Right, because we came up, we grabbed the liquidity, we got bearish divergences on the 24-minute time frame, money flow, and momentum wave. But, you know, relentless bull run. Next support is going to be the golden pocket, the 786. And what do you know, like, literally, that's where we bounced from, the golden pocket and the 786. because the market has not yet shown any real sign of weakness here. Every time we make a higher high, even if we get bearish divs, we make now a higher low and we continue with the uptrend. So until we see a sign of weakness here, until we see price starting to make lower lows and lower highs, I'm treating every single short trade I take as a scalp only, right? As a scalp only, locking in a quick profit and then getting stopped out at the entry after a small win and letting the longs run. That's my method right now. All right? That is my method right now. And by the way, guys, you know, shout out to the Casper crew, because we've been killing these charts. We've been taking those shorts. We've been taking those longs, guys. You know, the most recent trade, long trade we gave yesterday, right from the Fibonacci golden pocket, boom, baby. I mean, we literally hit that trade perfectly. Currently up right now in the juiciest of profits. All right. So we are coming up right now. Things are very bullish. I'd say there's a higher probability, given all things considered right now, that we come up to the $50,000 level, right? There are levels on the way up here that we could reject from. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. But the probabilities right now are that we're going to see another big push to the upside, especially if we get some ETF news. Now, let me be very clear. All right? That's how you know I'm being serious. I'm going to put on my extremely professional white man voice and say, now let me be clear, okay? I do not believe an ETF approval is going to start the bull run. I do not believe that, okay? I do not believe an ETF approval is going to start the bull run. Why? Because the money is going to take time. People are not all of a sudden, it's not like as soon as that thing gets approved, all of a sudden thousands of old grandpas that are going to be investing in Bitcoin are now going to throw billions of dollars at it. No, it's going to take some time. People are going to have to talk to their financial advisors. They're going to be like, hey, you know, there's a new Bitcoin ETF. You think maybe you want some exposure to this new thing called crypto? People are going to be like, yeah, heard about that. My grandson Jason, he's into that stuff. Yeah, maybe I will, right? It's going to take some time. But here's the thing that the ETF approval could do. All right, let's go back in time to the fake news, right? The fake ETF approval. The fake ETF approval happened right here, Monday, October 16th, all right? And would you look at this? The fake ETF approval on the day gave us a 10% pump, all right? Gives a 10% pump. Where did we pump up to? Where did we happen to pump up to? Let's take a look. We pumped up to the value area high of the range, confluence with the Fibonacci golden pocket 786, all right? We got the fake ETF news and we pumped right up to a key resistance before getting a little bit of a pullback. So I think something similar could happen upon real news, right? We could get a really big pump into key resistance before a little bit of a pullback. And what do you know? We have a very similar situation here. We have this area of resistance. Here's the thing too. The longer we pump without a pullback, the less healthy this move up is. All right, price, the longer it goes up without a pullback, the less healthy the move is. It becomes overextended. The more people can leverage long 100x and keep adding to it without getting wrecked, the more unstable this market becomes. That's just the reality of it. And right now, the real true reality is all of this right here, people have been recklessly high leverage longing, including your boy, right? I'm in 60x leverage trades right now. Now, of course, I'm mitigating my risk. I'm locking in profits. I'm making sure I'm not going to lose any money on it. I'm not gambling. I'm trading with good risk management and a clear strategy. Okay? But a lot of people are not doing that. A lot of people are not doing that, right? A lot of people are legit gambling. So when we get the pullback, we have to understand that in order for this to be a healthy move, we do have to like flush out some of these over leveraged traders, which means we could see a pullback down toward, again, the bottom of the range, right? Remember, most of the time, the asset is trading sideways. Most of the time, the asset is trading sideways. It's rare that we get movement like this. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. We got like 1,400 people up in here. Man, God bless you guys. It's rare we get a move like this, right? Most of the time, the price is trading sideways. We can go back in time and see sideways little chunk right here, followed by a big pump, which culminated in a sideways chunk right here, followed by a big dump, which culminated in a sideways chunk right here, followed by a big pump, which culminated in sideways, and then again, sideways up here, and then we dump, and then sideways down here, and then we dump, a little bit of sideways here before the big dump, got some sideways down here. You guys see what I'm saying? Most of the time, the asset is trading sideways, and then when we get the big moves, that's when most of you guys watching remember about crypto and then start to watch crypto YouTubers again, right? Because it kicks your memory. You're like, oh dang, it's dumping, or oh dang, Bitcoin's pumping. Let me check it out, right? But that's an anomaly. Most of the time, it's ranging sideways. So if we come up to the top of the range, right, we would expect some kind of a pullback here. And whether or not we come down to either A, back to that high volume node of the range, around 38.5K before we get another bounce, or we come all the way back down to the low of the range, around that $31.5 thousand level before the big bounce. Either way, this would continue the clearly defined sideways range that Bitcoin had for us back in the previous cycle, right? When you establish a range with a clearly defined high and low in a fair value zone, once price comes back into that clearly defined fair value zone, it's probable that it will once again trade within that fair value zone before the market makes a decision whether or not to pump it higher or lower again, right? And so I think we could get some kind of a massive blow off top, and it might not be like a harsh rejection like this. We might do something like this. We might pump up here, spend a little time up here, you know, and then start to get something like this, and then come back down into the range, right? That's kind of what I'm expecting. But I do believe that a Bitcoin ETF, I absolutely do believe that a Bitcoin ETF will empower crypto and allow capital to flow in, which will give us another bull market, in which we do see a new all-time high for the crypto market cap, in which we do see a new all-time high for Bitcoin. I just don't think it's going to happen as quickly as people want it to happen, right? I don't think it's going to happen as quickly as people want it to happen. All right. So let's check out our Bitcoin trades going on here. All right. Alrighty. So again, the short trade that I took. All right. Why did I take? Well, I already went through twice why I took the short trade. I already went through how I mitigated the risk. I already went through how I'm guaranteed to make money on the trade no matter what happens. I told you why I took the trade. All these things. The short trade is still in the green. All right, but it does look like it wants to pump up higher. The long trade's absolutely crushing it right now. All right, the swing trade that we gave in the Casper crew, still open, very juicy, up right now. 15,000-ish, almost $16,000 in profits. All right. The other scalp trade that we took, up about 10K in profits combined. The short trade up about $400 in profits. If it gets stopped out, I will be stopped out for a $200 profit. All right. It's my second Bitcoin short. My third Bitcoin short, technically. First Bitcoin short of the day, took the short, stopped out in profit, keep the longs running, keep the shorts short. There you go. And let the longs run. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. The chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to the Casper crew. Man, Bitcoin is relentlessly pumping. Do I think the market is starting to blank, Electron? I'm the only trader who's always in the green. That's not true, DJ Monty. There's a lot of traders who are always in the green. All right. Where's the next resistance? All right, so the next major resistance is going to come in between $47,000 and $50,000. All right, we have some very key levels of our next resistance. Okay, let's check it out. Golden pocket, value area high of the range. We also do have, guys, just above us, we have a point of control at $47,300 on Bybit. All right, so we have the Bybit POC of the bull market at $47,300. And then we have the Coinbase value area high, golden pocket, around $48,000 to $50,000. All right, so that's going to be our next major area of resistance for Bitcoin. Shout out to Aaron G holding it down with the wrench. Yeah, that would be crazy if we have 5,000 viewers during a stream. That would be absolutely insane. Shout out to Cryptid Bees. Smashed it twice. And a second sub. Oh, wow. ETF means extremely terrifying future. Shout out to Boyan. He says, keep the short short and the longs long, baby. I like that, Boyan. That's a good one. That makes a lot of sense. I see what you done did there. All right, shout out to Stanley Forbes in the chat. Shout out to Eduardo. Like, amigos. Guys, we still haven't hit our 1,000 likes, all right? Let's give it another 3 minutes. We can get 300 likes in 3 minutes. We'll give away 1,000 USDT. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Rendell. God bless you, bro, in Jesus' name. Shout out to Casual TA Jesus, building some more bearish CBD. Let's check out the order flow chart. This is the whole reason I got into the short in the first place. All right, again, we put in a high here. We put in a lower high with lots of liquidations and lots of longs opening up into that high. All right, CBD getting higher, open interest, pumping like a wild woman in distress, running through the wilderness with a laundry basket on her head, looking strangely like Janet Yellen. People don't understand how Janet Yellen has such a trim midsection when her face is so, well, she's got a triple chin. The reason is, guys, she bought this thing called the 6-second abs. All right, it only took her 6 seconds to get these abs, but it doesn't do anything for the face, which is why I'm a huge proponent of full body workouts, all right? Now, Janet Yellen also has a bearish divergence on her lips, which is not good for the Bitcoin price, okay? So, look at this. Casual TA Jesus is saying we also have more bearish CBD forming here. We have about another 3 million longs opening up. That's actually a little bit debatable because the OI is going down. Nonetheless, the CBD itself is still getting higher, which is bearish. So yeah, potentially, guys, right here we went from 71 to 91. 20 million longs absorbed in that lower high, which is why I took that short. And now we've got another 3 million longs, apparently, maybe, being absorbed here as well. Now, it's the first time we've seen a bearish CBD divergence throughout this entire move up, guys. All right, this is the first time. That's why I took that short. All right, now I'm easing my way into the short, as you can see. You know, I've got 50K on the trade. I've already taken a big profit, relatively speaking, because look, we are catching a rising knife here, and we are here to make money. I don't care if we dump to zero from here and I say, oh, dang, I should have opened up a bigger position. No, it doesn't matter. I will have plenty of time to get into another short if the top is in, but right now we have no signs of bearishness on the chart. No signs of bearishness. We do have a lot of longs currently trapped at the highs. I will say that. So we can actually see in this candlestick right here, we have about 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 11 million longs who have longed literally the top, right? Because they didn't listen to their grandfather who told them, you know, son, if you're thinking about getting into investing, let me tell you a thing or two about investing, son. It's so dang easy. Even you could do it, Jason. All you got to do is buy low and sell high. Right? That's what our grandfathers all told us. For some reason, our grandfathers, they're all like amazing at trading stocks. That's all they do. They're just investing in the stocks. Rich old white guys just chilling out. Their big old golf clubs and their beer bellies, right? How do they do it? They buy low and sell high. But for some reason, their grandchildren, when it comes to trading crypto, we buy high and we sell low. Man, that's what happens to most of us. Don't do that. Don't be these guys. All right? Shout out to all 11 million of these guys longing the exact top. Ouch. Don't be those guys. All right? So look, do I think Bitcoin's going to hit a new all-time high? Yes. Best case scenario for me, what I wish, what I hope actually, without any black swan events, honestly, what I hope for is ETF news, pump, you know, maybe range, come back down, support resistance flip, showing what used to be the floor and then became the ceiling is once again the floor, and then enter into the bull market in the spring of 2024, right around here, and then we hit a Bitcoin new all-time high around, you know, the end of 2024, November, December, you know, right around here. Maybe we come up to like right around here, a $95,000 Bitcoin, right? Very conservative. This is a conservative, realistic, I'd say, potential that we have here. right? We're talking another 160% move to the upside here. This is juicy, right? Now, I know a lot of people are thinking for $100,000 or higher. You know what? I don't know if that's going to happen. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. We can't get married to a number. We cannot get married to a number, but it could happen, you know. We can't get married to a number, guys. Alrighty. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Wow. 1,600 people up in here. That's amazing. Shout out to Justin Musgrave. Shout out to this Greek name I can't read. Shout out to Revi. She needs to blow Trapow's trumpet more often. Who are we talking about? Bitcoin? Shout out to Patrick Power. 1 minute to 1K. 90% of traders in the red long term. What about 5-second abs? Yeah, the 5-second abs. That's what's up. Guys, if anybody gives a super chat and I don't call it out, spam the chat that you left the super chat and I didn't call it out because there's something wrong with my stream software. It's not alerting me to your super chat. So shout out to Brock Landers for yesterday's super chat that I missed. All right, now I see some super chats in here. I'm going back in time to see if I missed any. All right, but seriously, guys, if you send me a super chat and it doesn't, and I don't call you out, spam the dang chat because I don't want to miss you guys. All right, I really appreciate all the super chats in here. Shout out to Splashfire Films. Shout out to Lee, once again, shilling Jesus Coin, bro. May God bless you, man. You know, I'm not a fan of Jesus Coin, but, you know, still, God bless you. Let's see here. Shout out to my man, Call Sign. He says, hey, Jason, I'm having trouble getting stopped out on a lot of my trades. I find good entries with your CDW method and looking at multiple time frames. I can't seem to hold on to a trade. Are you longing or shorting, my friend? I would say this. You know, in the golden bull run, those short trades are going to get stopped out after a take profit one. All right, but if you're longing, I would put the stop loss below that wick. And I would say this, my friend. If the trend is up, maybe give that stop loss a little bit more playing room. If you're using good risk management on it, you know you're only going to lose 1%, 0.5%, right? So if you're using good risk management on the trade, then, you know, just let your idea play out, right? That's all I can say. Let your idea play out. We know that we've been pumping relentlessly here. And so if you know you're using good risk management and you know you have a valid entry, let your trade idea play out, you know? Let your trade idea play out. That's what I would say. Shout out to Crypto Street Turd. She says pump it. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish, the Golden Bull Run. Man, shout out to K-Pax. Let's go. Shout out to Carl from the Moon. Carl from the Moon and myself have a movie coming out where we are, in fact, going to go to McDonald's in his Maserati. And unfortunately, guys, I lost that video clip, so I cannot show the preview to the movie anymore. Oh man, that's a bummer. All right, that is a bummer. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are amazing. Shout out to Habib. Carl the Moon is a clown. I like Carl from the Moon. I'll be honest with you. I like him. You know, I don't agree with his law of attraction. You know, I believe in God, but look, I appreciate Carl. I know people are going to love him, people are going to hate him. But look, I appreciate he saw an opportunity, he took an opportunity, right? He saw an opportunity, he took an opportunity. I don't think he's a scammer. What broker do I use right now? I am trading on MEXC, which I highly recommend because of the fees being so cheap here. all right, because of the fees being so dang cheap here. Why are the bear divs not working? Okay, so the bear divs are working, Nima, but you have to understand the context of the markets, right? The context of the markets are when you see a bear div in a relentless pump where the market is not ranging. Like that's what's so key here. This is not a ranging market, okay? We did have a bearish divergence here at the top of the range, right here. It did give us a move down, okay? We could have taken that short, right? We absolutely could have taken that short. Earlier today, we had a bearish divergence also at a key level. You could have also taken that short. There are lots of shorts to be taken here. What we can't do is assume that we're shorting the exact top. If you're going to take a short, like I did here, you have to lock in profit. You have to set your stop loss so that if it gets stopped out, you're not going to lose money and that you make money. All right. This is what I do. Look at all the shorts I've taken of recently. Okay. They're all in the green. How? It's because I had a key level. I had a confirmation. I went into the dang trade. All right. I've been shorting and longing this whole time. All right. It's been a pretty green month for me thus far. All right. I've been shorting and longing the whole time. You have to take profit. You have to move that stop loss to the entry. You can't assume you're longing the top and that this bear div is going to play out, right? Every time we've hit a bear div in the Casper crew, I've said, look, this looks like a nice top, but it's the golden bull run. We have to be looking for bounces at support, right? We have to assume it's going to go against us. If we're going to be shorting in a massive pump like this, we have to make sure we are locking in profits and that we're not losing money. That our first priority is to get out at a break even. Then we could worry about making money, right? If you don't like catching knives like I do, then I recommend you wait for a sign of weakness before shorting, right? What do I mean? Wait for price to make a lower low on the chart. We have not made a lower low here since November 22nd, right? We have not made a lower low since November 22nd. Once we make a lower low, then we could say, okay, if we get a bearish divergence as we come up now to a local resistance retest, then I can look for a short, take it more seriously. But until that happens, we have to understand the context of the market. The weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, all extremely bullish. The high time frames will always outdo the low time frames. If the high time frames are very bullish and the low time frames are bearish, expect small pullback and or consolidation before another move to the upside, right? That's just how we have to do it, right? We have to understand the context of the market and say, yes, of course, there's lots of short opportunities here, but because we are in a very bullish environment, we either need to be very careful or don't short, or look at a potential pullback as an opportunity to find a scalp long trade. You know what I'm saying? That's why the bear divs are not looking. All right. Let's see here. Shout out to Jumpman Crypto. Jumpman Crypto, you're selling your Bitcoin at 50K, right? You're selling your Bitcoin at 50K? Yeah, 10 million is on top again. All right, let's check out the order flow. Shout out to Sammy Ben Sadok. May God bless you in Yeshua's name, in Jesus' name, my friend. They might not be able to absorb it this time. Am I using Binance? No, I haven't used Binance since 2020 because Binance kicked most Americans off, except for a few apparently, and I wasn't one of them. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't use Binance. But I'll be honest with you, I never really liked the Binance interface, but I haven't used them since 2020. All right, let's check out what's happening with Bitcoin right now. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, we've got another 9 million longs opening up here. All right, let's check out what is the volume. 30 million, 36 million. We've got higher volume right now. We've got pretty high volume right now. Oh wait, that's thousands. Never mind. All right, volume is coming down. I'll be honest, volume's coming down. This is either going to give us a massive pump or a massive dump. Why? Because right now we're seeing millions and millions and millions of long trades opening and price is consolidating. If price is unable to take out this last high, that's a bearish CVD divergence, could lead to a pretty swift move down. If the whales are not able to absorb these millions of longs, it will break through and we will get a very fast and violent pump to the upside. All right, guys? We will get a very fast and violent pump to the upside. if the whales are not able to absorb it. So we're potentially seeing some pretty bearish absorption here, right? Price is making lower highs, and we're seeing more and more and more and more longs opening up, but they're unable to push the price higher. We can tell this because the open interest is getting higher over time. Look at how much the open interest, we've gone from 514 million all the way up to 541 million. So we're talking about 30 million new trades opening up, most of them longs. And we're seeing shorts actually get wrecked here. So we got a lot of actual new longs opening up here. Increase of open interest, a lot of shorts closing out. That is very, very absorption looking. I'll be honest with you. It looks like bearish absorption. Again, that is why I'm short right now from this area, because I think we might get a pullback from here based on what I'm seeing on the charts. Okay? Based on what I'm seeing on the charts. Again, I've already explained numerous times why, how, and my plan for the short trade. So if you don't understand why I'm short, although I'm still bullish on Bitcoin, go back and watch the beginning of the stream, because you will definitely learn a lot. Shout out to everybody in the chat. God bless you all in Jesus' name, even if you're not religious. God is so good, and I'm so thankful and so blessed to be able to be here streaming on YouTube. Shout out to Overcome. He says, we'll sell at 500K and we'll still have FOMO. Man, thank you so much for the super chat. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat. Have I used Bybit? Yes, but I'm also kicked off Bybit. Maybe catch a pullback in 2024. That would be cool. Am I still in a short? Yes, I'm still in the short. All right, the same one I was in at the beginning of the stream. How much do you walk a day on the treadmill? What's my average speed? I usually try and get 20,000 steps a day. I don't care about the speed, all right? The reason why I walk on the treadmill is because it makes me feel good mentally, physically, emotionally. And, you know, also, it really does help boost metabolism, right? So I can eat carbs at night, and they just give me energy to train real hard in the gym. That's it, right? This morning I was doing 20 rep squats, 20 rep pause squats, full range of motion, ass to grass, full hip extension at the top. And let me tell you, I would not have been able to do that if I didn't eat so many carbs yesterday. How's Dark Shield going? Not so good. All right. Shout out to iRock. He says, trend hard, baby. Shout out to Ahmad. He says, go, baby. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's pump it straight up to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. Let's check on this bearish absorption. This is a very critical moment for Bitcoin right now. Wow. Okay, so we are seeing more bearish divergences form here. Okay, so in a more bearish scenario right now, what we need to see is the following. All right? What we really need to see for this to get quite bearish, when I say quite bearish, I'm talking lower time frame day trading scenarios, all right? I am a day trader, okay? So I am bullish on Bitcoin in the high term, all right? I don't want to confuse anybody. I know I confuse a lot of people because I'm bullish if I'm talking macro, and I'm bearish if I'm here on literally the 5-minute guys. So look, if we take this low, then I will say probabilities are we continue down. If we don't take that low, especially if we take this high, I'd say we're going straight to Pump City, baby. Because those longs can only come in for so long before there's no one else to absorb them. And then we pump, baby. All right, let's check out the volume here. All right, volume is definitely getting lower every attempt at the high. So the first attempt at the high, we had 100 million volume. The second attempt, we had 30 million volume. And then this last attempt, we had 14 million volume. So volume's getting lower here. All right, volume's getting lower. That's not a very strong sign. And it looks like there's some bearish absorption. So this is the first time I've really seen something like this happen. This is the first time I've seen something like this happen in this entire move up. I am not bearish on Bitcoin, but it wouldn't surprise me if we get a little bit of a move to the downside here, right? Would not surprise me if we get a little bit of a move to the downside here. Let's check out our 12-minute market cipher B. You know, it looks pretty bullish. Market Cipher looks pretty bullish. How's the 24-minute? 24-minute money flow could give us a little bit move to the downside. Let's check out our 6-minute. Some slight bearish divs here, money flow momentum. It could give us a little bit of a move to the downside. 3-minute, not looking so bearish anymore. All right. So I'm completely agnostic. I have no problem holding my short trade, guaranteed profit, and obviously I'm still holding my 4 juicy longs. Which is up tens of thousands of dollars in profit. So yeah, shout out to Overcome. He says try 10 by 10. Try 10 by 10 using a stopwatch to time only 30-second rests. Oh my goodness. With 225. Oh my goodness, Overcome. How, that sounds like such a crazy workout. What's the recovery like for that? I don't know if I could recover from that too well. I don't know if I could recover from that, man. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I could recover from that, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'll give it a shot. I'll let you know how the recovery is. Did we get the 1,000 likes in time? No, we didn't, Jewel. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? Shout out to Brock Landers. Can we take a look at Phil? Yes, we can, Brock Landers. Thank you so much for the super chat that you sent yesterday, man. I'm sorry I missed it. Look, guys, the super chats, my software is not alerting me for the super chats. So if you send a super chat and I don't call you out, spam the dang chat. All right, because I don't want to miss you. All right, if you're taking the time to donate your money for a question or whatever, please don't let me miss out. All right. Guys, we hit 1,000 likes, but we had a time limit on it, because if I don't give a time limit, then people send like bots in. All right, so we didn't get the likes in time. We might do another timed challenge later in the stream. All right. All right, this is Filecoin. We're just marking out some key areas of support and resistance here. All right, we got nothing, man. We got nothing. We got nothing. All right, let's check out the daily. All right, so Filecoin. How do I feel about her? Oh, man. You know, I don't know. I don't really like the low. I don't really like the low. It's just consolidation right now, which is the problem. We have no signs of higher. We're making lower highs and higher lows here, basically, right? We're consolidating in somewhat of a triangle. The reason I don't like this is because we don't know which way this thing's going to break. We could say the probabilities are that we break to the upside. All right. I would love, and this is, you guys know, if we're looking for those high probability setups, I would love a fake out to the downside of this triangle. Fake out to the downside, grab the liquidity from these lows, and then pump. We would have a very bullish divergence, money flow, and momentum on Market Cipher B. These are the easiest trade setups in the world, right? We build up lows, we build up stop losses below the lows, we take the lows. Once we reclaim the low, we have a very clear stop loss below the wick, right? Below the wick. Right here, very, very, very clear stop loss below the wick. And then we would target basically the breakout of this triangle, right? We would consider it a fake out and the triangle still valid. So then I would target this. Let's see. Now this is for super high probability. Let's see, where are we going to target? That's the target of the triangle. Let's go ahead and pull our fib from high to low. This is log scale, so that's a silly thing. All right, yeah, so look at this. From that last major high we put in, this would be the potential long setup I would look for. This would be the long setup I would look for. Come down, take out all the stop losses, grab the liquidity, reclaim the level, stop loss goes below the wick, target the breakout of the triangle, around the golden pocket, around 20 bucks. That's a beautiful, that is a 47-to-1 risk-reward ratio, an 800% gain, coming right up to our last support resistance flip right here, which was the floor in the bull market, right? That's a beautiful trade setup right there. Are we guaranteed to get that? Of course, we're not guaranteed, but if we're looking for really juicy, high probability trade setups, that is what we look for, you know? That is what we look for. So honestly, if we're going to continue to consolidate within this triangle, I would be very careful shorting altcoins right now. Because the markets are so crazy, right? Markets are crazy, guys. All right, looks like that bear CVD might be playing out. So the markets are crazy, right? What I mean by that is this. If Bitcoin does get a blow off top and then a pullback, we could see altcoins bleed like crazy. Okay? So if we get a nice confluence with Bitcoin topping out and we come up to the value area high plus the trend line, which also very well may be here the Fibonacci. Yeah, it's right around that Fibonacci zone, the trend line, right? All this. We could look for a move down like this. We could. That's also valid. A valid idea. My opinion for trading Filecoin would be this. These would be the two setups that I would be looking for. If this was Bitcoin, I would be looking to short this golden pocket trendline value area high, take the liquidity of the lows, fake out the triangle to the downside, and then get a bounce up to the support resistance flip. This is a beautiful idea, right? This is what I would be looking for. Shout out to Brock Landers. Let's check out Bitcoin again. All right, so Bitcoin, what's she doing here? We're seeing, guys, again, we're seeing millions of longs opening up here. They're getting absorbed. We also saw lots of shorts liquidated at these highs. A few more shorts liquidated at this high. Now we're actually seeing longs liquidated down at this low. Open interest has increased throughout this entire time. This is definitely bearish order flow. All right, now if we take out these lows here, that is a little bit bearish. If we take out the low at 43,211, that is very much so bearish. And then I would look for more downside. I would even look to compound the short trade that I was in from the beginning of this stream. All right, shout out to TJ Johnson. He says hit the like. DC says it's falling. ADA finally pumping. Shout out to Crypto Crow. Shout out to Aaron G. Check out Big Time. Yo, Aaron G, man, I see you on Twitter trading Big Time, giving those signals for free, baby. Let's check out Big Time. Guys, I have to take a mean piss, as I always do during a stream, because I always drink a lot of water, because I'm always walking on the treadmill, and I'm always sweating. I got to replenish. So let me pee. Make sure my short doesn't get liquidated. Make sure my longs don't get liquidated. We'll be back. We'll be checking out some other coins, guys. Make sure to like the dang stream. God bless you all. We'll be right back after a nice pee. All right, we're back. All right, what is people are asking for Aaron G's Twitter? All right, let's check out Aaron G's Twitter. Let's check out Aaron G's Twitter. All right, Aaron G's Twitter. Right here. All right, you can tell it's him because of the lats. All right, and also the traps. Trap trader. All right, go follow him on X. I'll post his handle in the chat. All right. Look, he gave this call. He gave this call. He's been trading. He's been doing some good stuff, man. Shout out to Aaron G. Let me go ahead and post his handle in the chat. Bam, 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 bam. Go follow him on Twitter. All right? Go follow him on Twitter. All right, let's check out Big Time. Wow, Big Time is pumping big time. Let's see if we can't find it on Binance. All right, a little bit more history here. All right, guys, Bitcoin getting a drop. We'll check out Big Time in a little bit here, but let's check out Bitcoin getting this drop here real quick. Bitcoin looks like maybe that bearish CBD is starting to play out here. We have taken this low right now, so if we keep dumping, that is going to get even more bearish. Let's go ahead and put, yeah, look at this. See, look at that. See, we're holding the low right now. We're holding that low right now. Again, we want to take the low at 43,211 if we want more downside. If not, then we go straight back to Pump City. All right. All right. Still holding the short amongst my 4 long trades. Guaranteed locked in profit, baby. That's how we roll. That is how we roll. All right. Short right now up $600, baby. All right. Big Time. Let's check it out. All right. This is Big Time, guys. This is a very bullish chart. There's nothing really to trade here on the weekly. We'll go to the daily. Again, there's not much to trade here on the daily. This is extremely bullish. Aaron G's been trading local 618s. In fact, where was your entry, bro? Was it this? I think he longed it right here just because it was a golden pocket. That was a juicy trade. I don't know because I haven't been following too much. I've just been seeing in passing. All right, so this is Big Time. We are obviously broken out of this volume profile range here. All right, come on! Volume profile. What is this nonsense? All right, let's pull this thing again here. All right, we're gonna pull the volume profile. Okay, so here's what I would say. We're in an uptrend, obviously. As far as swing trades go, I mean, look, we would need a very significant pullback here for any kind of swing trade to actually take place, right? I mean, when we turn this off log, the pump is relentless. We have seen in the last few days, since the beginning of December, up 330% on the month, all right? So, assuming the pump will continue here, we do have some slight bearish divs on the 4 hour, but assuming the pump will continue, what can we look for? Well, let's look at the volume profile of this breakout. Okay, all right. And let's just pull some local Fibonacci's here. I mean, I would say this. Right now, local support is probably going to be at the value area high around 59-ish to 60 cents. We have a golden pocket. We have a value area high of the range We have the support resistance flip of the last high. I mean, if this thing is going to continue, that would be a place I would look. But here's something else we have to keep in mind. Again, I don't know anything about this. We could very, very easily give all this back. The reason why is because we basically established a resistance right here. And then once again, we had it right here. And then we broke out with no retest. And again, this is the kind of coin where people can super high leverage it, leaving liquidity behind. We could very easily get a strong move down. If we get a strong move down, again, I don't know anything about this coin, but just based on the technicals, let's see. Man, if we get a strong move down, it's like these key levels are not even really, they are not even really giving us confluence with the value area. So this is a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult. I would say this though. We take the fib from the last low to the high. The golden pocket's right around 44 cents. It's a little spike in volume there. That would be an area to look for support. And I'll be honest with you guys, this is definitely not a coin I would personally trade because I don't have the confluences that I need. But Aaron G trades this like a pro, so make sure to follow him on Twitter. Shout out to No Limits Cushmaster. Matic, can we take a look at Matic? Yeah, we could take a little bit of a look at Matic. All right, let's check out Bitcoin here. Bitcoin getting the bounce from the low right there. We've also got some hidden bullish divergences coming in here, guys. We've got hidden bullish divs on the 3 minute. Let's check out our 1 minute. Technically, we've got hidden bull divs on the 1 as well. So yeah, if we don't lose this low, then Bitcoin could pump. Let's check out the order flow here. We definitely got bearish CBD, and we are. No, we're not under VWAP. Hang on, that's a glitch. Yeah, we definitely got bearish CBD. If we start to lose these lows, we could look for a move maybe down to the VWAP. That could give us a really nice bounce at VWAP. We've been above VWAP forever, you know? We've been above VWAP forever. All right, let's take a look at Matic. Matic. All right. So yeah, we were looking to take these lows out on Matic because that's obviously a very, very juicy setup, very similar to Filecoin. Right, we've got this triangle thing going here. We've got these lows down here. You know, obviously from October, we've gotten a pretty significant move to the upside. I think I did this analysis back in September, maybe October. But here's the thing, all right? Yeah, we've got the triangle now. Let's remove this analysis because I have a new idea just by looking at this chart. I have a new idea just by looking at this chart here. Yeah, this idea is still valid, right? But I have a new idea. I have a new idea here. So look at this. We have what I see as a very nice bottom here because we've got bullish divergences, right? Price is getting lower and the momentum and the money flow is actually getting higher. That to me looks like a nice bottom. All right, that's a nice looking bottom. So not only that, but we have made now a higher high, right? We had a local kind of range here, and then we topped out. We made our high, our low, our lower high, our lower low. I'm sorry, we made our high, our low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now we've made a higher high, right? We've taken out these highs, a change of structure. That piques my interest. The change of structure piques my interest. Now what I want to see is a potential retest to the golden pocket. So I would be interested in this area right here, around 60 to 68 cents. Because if we take this thing back in time, we can see it's actually a very significant level. It's support twice, consolidation, support, consolidation, and then it's resistance underneath here, right? It's resistance once, twice, and then we kind of like consolidated here. So because we get a little market structure change, I would be actually interested in looking for a long from around here if we get a move down. Let's pull the volume and see what we got. Oof. I don't actually like this because it's not lining up nicely with our volume range. Let's extend this thing. Dang, man. I wish I could like this, but I'll be honest with you. I can't really like it. Let's put on the 886 fib. The 886 fib I could jive with. The 886 fib I could jive with. Coming down to around 54 cents. Right? I could jive with that. Yeah, of course we have to look at the golden pocket, but the confluence is not there, right? It's all about confluences. Like, there has to be multiple things pointing to a level. I would definitely still look at the golden pocket, but given the fact that the value area low of the range lines up perfectly with the 886, I would prefer the 886 at 54 cents. But, yeah, that's a tough one, right? Obviously, we look, right? We wait and we look. What we want to see when we come down to that area on, let's say, like the 1 hour, is we want to see momentum turning bullish, right? As we come down here, we want to see momentum turning bullish. So we want to see the money flow, like, kind of in the purple, right? We want to see money flow in the purple, and we want to see that money flow starting to curve up, and ideally we would want to see the divergences start to form like this on market cipher as we come down into that area. If we see that at the golden pocket, we probably have a trade on our hands. If we don't see that at the golden pocket and we see momentum continuing to get lower on the hour, I would wait for that 886 value area low. That's how I would approach it. All right, shout out to everybody in chat. Shout out to Splashfire Films. Shout out to the Casper crew. Shout out to Sue Deep. Shout out to Aaron G. Shout out to Vitar. Shout out to Gregory Von De Von. Shout out to Wagner. Shout out to Yona. Shout out to Patrick M. Shout out to Benjamin Green Dot on the 4 hour. We talking about Bitcoin? Yeah, talking about Bitcoin. Let's check it out. Yeah, look at that. Bitcoin pumping right from that level. So, you know what? We might just make another high. And we do have a green dot. Money flow getting thicker. Looks kind of bullish, you know? Looks kind of bullish. Money flow thicker on the 12. Looks bullish. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. It's been a good stream. Hour 15, baby. Hour 15 makes for a good stream. Guys, may the Lord bless you all in Jesus' name, even if you're not religious. I still pray everybody is super blessed. May the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. May the Lord turn His face towards you and give you wholeness. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Peace.